Welcome, my super beautiful, lovely souls. How y'all doing today? Today I'm bringing you guys a reading. This is new series I'm going to be offering, and it's going to be for Divine Feminine, Separation, Dark Night of the Soul. So Divine Feminines, if you're finding this video, are you experiencing a dark night of the soul? And do you need help with advice, sort of figuring out the energy that you may be carrying, or an energy that you need to adopt in this dark night of the soul? What did your twin mirror to you that opened this up? What are some wounds maybe that you have, some advice to sort of let something go, maybe that you're holding on to, and advice to get help. And this is a pick a card style, but it's pick an angel. So there will be angel messages attached to these, if you can see, okay? So we've got pile one, we've got this beautiful angel picture, we've got pile number two, the cards for the dark night, obviously, this beautiful angel, and we've got card number three. So whatever you feel drawn to, I will leave timestamps. Right now we're starting with card number one. Your message is nurture. If you picked card number one, your message is nurture, and you have Archangel Gabriel. So Archangel Gabriel is about communication and sort of speaking your truths and sort of validating your truths and feelings, okay? So this also has to do with a specific message from Archangel Gabriel is about your inner child. So there could be some inner child that needs to be healed. And we're getting trust your niggle. This card is an interesting card. So the niggle is like that feeling in your gut, that butterfly-y sort of feeling in your gut that is telling you something, like that, you feel this feeling and you sort of can't ignore it. So it's sort of telling you that if you've ever done that in the past, and certainly in this dark night of the soul, if you are not trusting any niggling feelings or like those butterfly fluttery feelings in your stomach that are guiding you or telling you something is true or something you need to pay attention to, Spirit wants you to know that this is part of your process. This is part of your learning experience, is to trust your gut, is to open up your intuition some more. And also that if you had any lingering ill feelings about your twin and any type of butterfly feelings about your twin, like maybe a suspicion, let's just say, because this is the darker parts of separation and the darker parts of things that come to surface in a dark night of the soul. So in the past, if you had any suspicious or feelings or any butterfly type feelings towards your twin, maybe over if they were doing something deceitful, this is telling you now to trust that, and also going forward on this journey to keep trusting that gut. Okay, so let's get into an energy that you may be carrying in separation, in the dark night of the soul, an energy that could be surrounding your dark night, or an energy you need to adopt. We're getting optimism. So the energy you need to adopt in this dark night of the soul is to be a little bit more optimistic. It could be that you're coming into this energy now, that you maybe have had some time pass in this dark night of the soul, and that you are having some more clarity with optimism, like you're getting into a clearer state of optimism now. If not, then it's advice to get into that state, sort of start to see the brighter side, sort of start to see that light at the end of the tunnel for you. I feel like this is a lesson about optimism, a lesson to learn to try to see, like I said, the brighter sides to things, or the lesser of the two evils of things sometimes. And pessimism, isn't that crazy that we just got? So optimism and pessimism, there could be a struggle within you going back and forth between these two energies. That's interesting. Or it could be that, you were a little pessimistic now about this dark night, which is so easy to get into that state. Like nothing ever goes my way. Like, why is this happening to me? Like, why am I always sad? Why are these things so difficult, like being more in that pessimistic state? So yeah, Spirit is totally talking to you there. So now let's get, because we're talking about Divine Feminine, some energy. Like maybe what did your twin mirror to you? What did your twin mirror to you? Transformation. So in this union with your twin, I feel like activated you into a new state of like transforming energies, transforming maybe these energies, transforming maybe thoughts or feelings that were more negative of the past into more positive ones going, into your future. Picking up on that a little bit. The mirror is cruel, it shows us things that maybe we're not ready to see. And this is why we get into that runner chaser dynamic. But when you're in a true dark night of the soul, you really are coming to a realization that nothing can be the way it used to be. Your old thoughts and beliefs are disappearing. Your religion, let's just say you were raised a certain way. Maybe you were agnostic. Maybe you were Catholic. Maybe you were Jewish. You start to change your beliefs. Your whole belief system starts to change. Your foundations are literally shaken. Sometimes you lose friends in a dark night of the soul. Sometimes you transition from a job in the dark night of the soul. Once the awakening process has started, it doesn't end. Okay. So I feel like this is that for you. Okay. You're starting to go into a transformative energy now, which is absolutely beautiful. Now let's talk about maybe some wounds that you might have. Because we did touch on that a bit, and I want to see what wounds did your twin mirror to you that set you off into this dark night of the soul. And these are healing yourself cards. So let's just see here. Courage. So it could be the courage to change, the courage that you maybe lacked before your twin came along and activated you into this sort of new way of life, this new pattern. I feel like you really are searching for the answers. I feel like that part of you that you're trying to leave behind keeps sort of like nagging at you or trying to grab at you. And I feel like you just have this new light. I mean, look at the lanterns. There's like this new light inside of you. I feel like you're really following. It's more of like being in a tunnel and feeling lost and trapped and scared. But because you're holding this light and you know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel, you keep going. But I feel like, yeah, your past is trying to haunt you a bit. So I feel like this courage to get over the past, courage to transition, courage to get over old energies that were holding you back before is part of your dark night lesson. So let's get some advice of something maybe to let go. Actually, let's go with tarot. Let's get some advice of something that maybe you need to let go of. And then we'll pull another card for that. Something you might need to let go of. Oh my gosh, hold on a second. All right, so to me, that's saying maybe temptations and old ways. So this is really about you letting go of old ways, old patterns, old ways of thinking, relationship patterns that you may have had in the past, anything that didn't work for you, anything that didn't make sense for you. Like if you kept like being the same way or doing the same things and it never got you anywhere, it never got you further in life, it never made you happier. I feel like it's a little bit of a resistance to move on, a little bit of a resistance to go forward with you, a little bit of a resistance, sort of, there's fear there, okay? There's fear of the unknown and there's fear of this change that's upon you now. So try to let go of that fear, okay, is what I'm getting here. And then let's see, let's get some advice. Something that can help you heal, something that can help you along, that can help you heal. Angel of New Beginnings. Interesting. I feel like it's for you to sort of get out there again. I feel like it's like for you to sort of allow this transition. I feel like don't be afraid to feel like this, you can't get past this, okay? Because you can. And when you're in it, it seems like it'll never happen. But Spirit is saying there's literally new doorways in front of you. There's literally a divine timing that's happening here. And you're being guided to new destinations, new journeys, new people, new beginnings, every which way, okay? So this is all happening for a reason. This is part of what is in your soul's contract and part of what you need. Also reflects to your twin. So if these energies are resonating with you, and we're pulling out cards here from Spirit, these energies also refer to your twin because you are the opposite side of the mirror, okay? So anything that you're going through, your twin is going to be going through as well in a different way, maybe at a different pace, at a different level. They're going to be going through it too, okay? I hope you enjoyed this. Hope it was helpful. Let's get on to card number 2. Remember who you are. Archangel Michael. So you have Archangel Michael, more of a protection, okay? You're a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. So Archangel Michael is all about protection. And your message from Light Path Oracle is trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? So you're getting angel support. You're getting angel guidance through this dark night, okay? Dark night is very difficult, very life-changing, very scary, very unknown feelings. You're being guided through this. Absolutely. You have angel guidance. So it's telling you, just no matter how bad you feel, no matter how bad this feels or is, to sort of let it be, because it needs to be, and it's part of your path, and you're only going to grow from it. You're only going to get stronger from it. You're only going to gain more independence from it. You're going to be so different at the end of this that you're not going to feel like recognizable to yourself or anyone, and in a good way. So let's talk about some energies that might be being carried from this dark night. Energies to adopt or release from this dark night. Pride, shyness. Okay, interesting. So more like, I feel like taking the bull by the horns and getting out there a little bit more and coming like into your own, I feel like. So pushing yourself out of your comfort zone, I think, is a big lesson here in Dark Night. I also feel like pride may have held you back in the past, where you may have felt pride towards your twin or towards the relationship or the connection or the union, and that you may be prideful in thinking maybe it was more their fault or they treated you badly, like kind of holding on to more of a little bit of a negative emotion when it comes to that part of it, which is all part of the purging process in Dark Night, guys. So it's perfectly fine to feel this way in these energies, but they're being purged out for you. So letting go of stubbornness, sort of adopting new confidence for yourself, allowing these old ways and old feelings to die off for you, so you can get into a more confident state and put yourself out there again to have new experiences, because it is all about new experiences on the spiritual journey to teach us, to help us along. Sometimes we'll meet someone, a soulmate could come in, and it doesn't mean that we have to date them or be around them, but just their energy puts us in a different state of mind. Okay, so just be open to that, keep that in mind. So let's talk about wounds. Something that your twin mirrored to you also, and some wounds possibly. Let's see. Let's talk about that, because that is important. So some wounds, we're getting beauty. So it could be, is it that you felt maybe never beautiful enough or good enough, or did you have some self-esteem issues? It could be that that is what your twin mirrored to you, because this is not about vanity. This is about feeling beautiful from the inside out. So it could be that there was a little issue with some self-esteem, and that your twin mirrored this to you. Okay, they may have done it in a negative way though, because I feel like there is some resentment or a little bit holding on to that, but it's just the way it came off from them. It's not that it, necessarily was negative for you. But I feel like there's some negative thoughts about the way you feel about yourself, or the way your appearance is, or your confidence is. And that could correspond with this shyness, okay? The confidence, I feel like, is a lesson to learn, and what your twin has mirrored to you is confidence. It could be, too, that the lack of confidence or the inner hurt from inner beauty that you weren't feeling could have caused part of this separation and put you into the dark night, so you will see. Like, you're being forced to see. Unfortunately, it does happen. It's part of our healing process, though. It's things that we need to, learn or know. So let's just see. Maybe something that, you need to let go of to help you along. Let's see here. Getting 5 of Swords. So conflict, inner conflict, outer conflict. Any conflicts that you felt towards your twin or towards yourself, to me, this is more about inner conflict. I feel like there's also this need to be right, this need to be correct, or this need to win. I feel like you might have felt like you needed to win your twin over, or it was a competition, or maybe they made you feel like you were in competition. Maybe there was another woman or another person involved here, another male or whatever, a third party, and it made you feel like you had to compete for their attention, and that you weren't good enough or pretty enough or the best enough. Like, does that make sense? I feel like there's a sense here that it's like to heal this insecurity because it is presented sometimes in a negative way, and it causes you to have more inner conflict, to feel like you're not good enough, or you felt this way directly towards your twin and you're still struggling with it. I feel like you have to sort of sort out where this came from. Like what made this, such a force in your life that you had to, maybe battle yourself. I also feel like it's more of a self battle than it is a battle against your twin or against the rest of the world or against other connections that you've had. So sort of to face these things and face these demons and face these things that need work. So let's get a card from angels. Advice to help you heal. Let's see what we're getting here. We're getting angel of encouragement. So I feel like this just has to do with your self-encouragement. Like, I feel like you're going to win in the end, okay? I feel like, your angel, your personal angel, the guidance from your angel wants to see you achieve, wants to see you come out of your shell, wants to see you use your talents to the best of your ability, to be the best. I feel like that's going to boost your self-esteem, whatever it may be. Maybe it's something at work. Maybe it's a hobby that you want to turn into your passion to make money, or, just with overcoming these struggles, I feel like you're going to. This is the purpose of your dark night. You're going to get to a better place where you feel free from these feelings, where you feel more beautiful and confident and secure with yourself. Because I feel like if you're not secure with yourself, you cannot be secure with your twin. So that is your messages, I hope, helpful. And we're moving on now to pile number 3. So if you chose pile number 3, we're getting Archangel Raphael, okay? And we're also getting the mirror. Wow, so the mirror in this particular pile is for mirror, okay? And that's exactly what we're talking about. So Archangel Raphael has to do with healing, inner and outer healing. And I feel like it's about releasing old patterns, okay? So your twin has mirrored to you. This is very critical here. I don't know why my camera's not focusing that good. Sorry guys. If that seems like it's a problem, I'm really sorry about that. It's the messages that I'm turning in from spirit. Don't worry about the cards anyway. So let's talk about current state, okay? With this mirror, okay, we're talking about now who or what is triggering you. So something from your twin mirroring has triggered you, and it's like you can't go back now for this dark night. You're in this dark night. You're trying to discover things about yourself. It's like you're trying to dig deeper, okay? Like it's like been mirrored to you. It's like you get it. You're like, okay, there's still this discovery that has to take place. Like still this discovery that has to happen. So let's get some energies out revolving around this connection. Maybe energies you're harboring or energies that you may need to release in this dark night of the soul. Healing. Remorse. Okay, so you feel sincerely sorry about something. You may be feeling like the connection, it ended. Maybe you feel like there's something you did wrong, or maybe you feel like you did do something, you really did do something hurtful or whatever. But I feel like holding on to the remorse part of it, not being able to say your piece or not being able to fix this or say you're sorry, is hurting you greatly in this dark night. It's making you more sad, making you more depressed. You feel like you can't move on because of those feelings and because you haven't had the chance to express yourself or haven't had the chance to apologize if you feel like you need to, or correct this or fix this. It's not about fixing this. It's about more or less fixing the feelings that you're having in the dark night. So letting go of remorse, letting go of guilt or any feelings like that, because those are heavy feelings and they're going to just continue to weigh you down and not allow you to progress forward in healing. Okay. So this dark night of the soul and separation for you is all about your well-being and your personal healing. Okay, to dig deep, what that mirror has come up for us in the first few cards. Okay, so let's see what your twin did mirror to you, and then we'll talk about wounds too. But what did your twin mirror to you? Okay, take off your masks. Wow. So maybe both of you were not being authentic, or you were holding on to ego things that was your mask, okay? It could also be that you were not expressing true feelings with one another, or it could be that you were hiding things from one another, or one of you, or both of you, okay? But in this dark night, this is for you to find your true authentic self, the person you really want to be, that you're not afraid to show the world and show your twin, okay? So they mirrored this to you, finding your authenticity. Taking off your mask is also making yourself vulnerable. So in dark night, you're vulnerable now, and it's okay to feel this way, but scary. And I can see where that would hold you back a bit, because you maybe have never been this way in your life, or have never been so vulnerable in your life than you were with your twin in those moments. This is a good thing. This is where you want to be, because it's a clean slate. It's fresh. It's exactly where you want and need to be. It's sort of like what's expected to be worked on in this dark night of the soul, as difficult as it may be. And it does start with you. So let's see something that you might need to let go of, something that you're holding on to. Wounds. This is a wound, definitely part of a wound. So let's see. Two of Swords. To me, Two of Swords energy is not being able to move forward. Stuck in an energy, stuck in time, refusing to see the path ahead, refusing to see what's painful, refusing to see what was painful about your twin. There could have been some things about your twin that were extremely painful to see or notice. It could also be that you don't want to see this about yourself, which is that's so typical. It's okay. We don't want to see ugly things or bad things about ourselves, but in order to pass the dark night and to raise our vibrational energy and enter more deeper into our spiritual journey, we have to come to acceptance about things. First with ourselves. It starts with us. Then it coheres with the acceptance about our twin. So blocked energy, definitely nothing gets in, nothing gets out type feeling. So this is something to work on right now. What you're stuck in is that block, okay? Releasing blocks. Allowing acceptance, okay? It's the acceptance is what is going to set you free, okay? And now let's get something to help you heal. Angels, messages, something to help you heal. And we're getting Angel of Learning. So this is all a learning experience for you. Learning more than you ever did in your whole lifetime with anybody else relationship-wise. Your twin has broken those barriers and broken those old walls down about old beliefs about love and the way things should be. You're now in a state where you're open to learning. You're also open to learning about your own spiritual gifts and this destiny and this path, and getting help for it and learning. So it's more for you to embrace the experience and take what you can from this and move forward and keep moving forward and keep learning. It's like it's going to be a continuous process. It's not like you can read just one thing online or watch one video online about twin flames and dark night and you're going to know everything. It's also confusing to do that. So what I'm also getting is check with reliable sources. Try to find as reliable sources as possible if you're interested in spiritual journey and wanting to learn more about it. This is for you to learn. It's a learning experience for both of you. And keep in mind that these energies also transcend and transfer to your twin too. So each of these energies is something that your twin needs to do as well, and your twin is experiencing as well. So the more you learn, the more your twin will learn, because you share a telepathic connection and link. I hope this was enjoyable. I hope this was helpful. Please let me know what you think, guys. And I will leave a link in the description box for my personal reading information. And love and light to you all. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.